Hello, and welcome back to the Dojo of Gain. And today, looks like Brett Cooper thinks exercise is bad for your health. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, she doesn't think that. I see the question mark on the video title. But let's go ahead and see where this stems from and what data there is surrounding this claim. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Shit. I'm the one calling the shots. I don't get stuck in the box. Feel like I've been through a lot.
Article popped up on my Twitter feed, which is not a rare occurrence at all. That happens basically every day. But it was yet another attempt by the mainstream media to vilify what is healthy and good for us. Something that feels like it happens every single day. But thankfully, the headline was worse than the article itself, but it's worth discussing because it is part of a much bigger problem that our country is facing. Before we get into it though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section or off the clock episode. Alrighty, so this was the article. It was originally posted by New York Post, and their caption reads, "Exercise may not be the key to living longer. It might even be aging you faster." All of this is truly exhausting. It's almost laughable at this point. Like, just listen to the science, guys. Cereal is healthier than eggs. This vaccine hasn't gone through proper trials, but it's totally safe. Hormone-disrupting chemicals won't impact women at all. Exercise will age you. Like, when can we be done with this? Moving on, somebody commented and said, "I'm sorry I didn't have enough time to read this. I was too busy exercising." Based. It's really how you should take all of this. Take it with a grain of salt. Just ignore it and move on with your life. Somebody else said, "Maybe we should go back to the food pyramid for our health. That worked out great last time." Yeah, remember our episode from last week? This is all connected. Somebody else said, "Experts say," the experts, "this is healthy." No comment. That headline was incredibly jarring, obviously, but the article itself was more of an eye roll, and this study really proved nothing. It was conducted over 45 years, and they studied an active and a sedentary group, and their big discovery was that those in the sedentary group were only 7% more likely to die compared to those in the active group, quote, "with no additional benefits provided by higher levels of exercise." Now, obviously, this seems ridiculous. They didn't offer any information about their diets or their lifestyles, aka other hugely important factors in considering somebody's longevity. But even so, I would rather exercise and save myself that 7% chance just on principle alone.
I like those odds.
They all
Okay, so living a sedentary lifestyle, obviously, is going to have a lot more problems than just reducing your lifespan by 7%, right? You're going to cause loss of bone densification because using your body densifies your bones. You're going to lose neurons at a quicker rate and give yourself more of a risk of dementia, Alzheimer. Literally, the most efficient way to slow a neurodegenerative disease, is to use the sauna, which is something that increases heart rate, and exercise increases heart rate. So cardiovascular exercise is one of the healthiest things you can possibly do for your brain, apart from just your body. They're trying to minimize exercise to something that has to do with aesthetics, when it is something that literally improves the function of your entire body, your organs, your brain, your it's more than just your muscles, your skeletal system, your joints. All of these things need to be exercised in order to work properly. Humans are not meant to sit down all day, and being obese, obviously, on top of that, right? If you sit down all day, you're putting yourself at risk to be obese, which puts literally any problem that you could have health-wise at risk way more than it would if you weren't obese. And yes, even if you're obese and your blood markers come back fine and your health comes back fine, it's only a matter of time before things are going to go bad. And if you were not obese, it would be better than it would be otherwise. That's a stupid argument that people try to make. You cannot be healthy and obese. It's impossible because obesity itself is unhealthy, and fat in itself has hormones in it which will destroy your hormonal system. So, for example, this is why a lot of overweight men have breast tissue, because they have too much estrogen and their testosterone is being suppressed by the high amounts of fat in their body. And something else that isn't mentioned almost ever, so I have to mention it, is if a male is obese during puberty, he will not have the proper testosterone levels for his man parts to grow to maximal size. So yes, even if you're have a good size, whatever, you're average, above average, whatever, and you're fat during puberty, it would have been bigger otherwise if you were not fat during puberty. That reduces the size of what you have to work with as a man, and as a man, that's very important. So people should really take that into consideration when allowing their adolescent sons to be obese. You should be doing exercise constantly if you want everything to work properly. And also, common sense, the heart is a muscle, so how is your heart going to work properly if you're not exercising it? It's going to become weaker, and you're going to have higher risk of cardiac arrest if you are not properly exercising your heart.